When people hear phrases like shocking discovery or hidden truth, it's easy to imagine something dramatic happening behind the scenes of a television show. That's exactly what happened with Counting Cars. Rumors started circulating online, suggesting something serious had been uncovered, leaving fans confused and concerned. But here's the reality. There was no single horrifying incident that abruptly shut the show down. Instead, what happened was far more ordinary and far more common in the world of long-running television. Shows evolve, contracts change, and networks reassess what they want to produce. Over time, gaps in communication and the absence of clear announcements allowed speculation to grow. Fans who loved the show naturally wanted answers, and in the absence of official clarity, theories began to fill that space. It's a reminder of how quickly stories can spiral when curiosity meets uncertainty. Rather than one shocking moment, the truth behind the show's ending is a mix of business decisions, timing, and the natural life cycle of television. The rise of a fan favorite. When Counting Cars first premiered in 2012, it quickly found its audience. As a spin-off of Pawn Stars, it already had a built-in fan base, but it didn't rely on that alone. The show stood on its own by focusing on transformation, taking old, worn-out vehicles and turning them into something remarkable. That idea resonated with viewers. There's something universally satisfying about watching a project come together, especially when it involves creativity and craftsmanship. Set in Las Vegas, the show also benefited from a lively backdrop that added personality to every episode. Over time, it became one of the network's most recognizable programs. What started as a niche concept grew into a global hit, attracting viewers who didn't just care about cars, but about the stories behind them. That connection is what made the show more than just entertainment. It became a shared experience for fans, the man behind the garage. At the center of it all was Danny Koker, whose personality played a major role in the show's success. Known as the Count, he brought a mix of enthusiasm, knowledge, and charisma that made him instantly recognizable. His passion for cars wasn't something created for television, it was something he had developed over years of hands-on experience. Growing up around the automotive world, he learned by doing, building his skills piece by piece. That authenticity came through on screen. He didn't just talk about cars, he understood them. His background in music and entertainment added another layer, giving him a presence that felt natural in front of the camera. Viewers connected with that energy. He wasn't trying to fit into a role, he was simply being himself. That's a rare quality in reality television, and it's part of what made the show feel genuine even when it followed a structured format. Inside Count's Customs, the real heart of the show was Count's Customs, the shop where all the action happened. Located in Las Vegas, it wasn't just a filming location, it was a fully operational business, long before cameras arrived. The team specialized in restoring and customizing vehicles, combining technical skill with creative design. Each project required time, effort, and collaboration, something the show tried to capture within its limited runtime. Over the years, the shop gained a reputation that extended beyond television. Car enthusiasts, collectors, and even celebrities reached out for custom builds. It also became a tourist destination, with fans visiting to see the cars in person. That success wasn't accidental. It came from consistent work and a clear vision of what the brand represented. While the show amplified its visibility, the foundation had already been built. That's why, even after the series slowed down, the business itself continued to operate and attract attention. Addressing the controversies. Over the years, there were a few public issues connected to the business, including legal disputes involving finances and customer expectations. These situations drew attention and, at times, fueled speculation about the show's future. However, it's important to keep perspective. Challenges like these are not uncommon in businesses that handle large projects and complex transactions. Misunderstandings can happen, and when they do, they sometimes escalate into legal matters. While headlines can make these situations seem more dramatic, they rarely define the entire story. In the case of Danny Koker and his team, the focus remained on continuing their work and addressing issues as they arose. The presence of controversy didn't suddenly end the show, but it did contribute to a broader narrative that something unusual was happening. In reality, it was part of a larger picture involving growth, pressure, and the challenges that come with running a visible business. Why the show actually ended. Despite the rumors, Counting Cars wasn't abruptly cancelled due to a single shocking discovery. Instead, it gradually reached a point where new episodes stopped being produced. This happens with many long-running shows. Networks evaluate ratings, production costs, and audience interest before deciding whether to continue. Sometimes, a show simply runs its course. In this case, the final season aired in 2021, and there was no dramatic farewell, just a quiet tawakkuf. That lack of closure is what made it feel sudden to fans. Without a clear announcement, it was easy to assume something unusual had happened. But the truth is far less mysterious. The show had already achieved significant success, and stepping away allowed everyone involved to focus on other priorities. It wasn't an abrupt ending. It was a gradual transition that just wasn't communicated in a way viewers expected. Life after the cameras. Even though the show is no longer producing new episodes, the world it showcased hasn't disappeared. Count's Customs continues to operate, working on cars and welcoming visitors. Fans can still see many of the vehicles featured on the show and experience the atmosphere that made it popular. Danny Koker remains active as well, balancing his work in the shop with his involvement in music and events. This continuity is important because it shows that the end of a TV series doesn't mean the end of the story. The business and the passion behind it still exist. In some ways, stepping away from television allows for more flexibility and focus. Without filming schedules, the team can work at its own pace, concentrating on projects without the pressure of producing episodes. For fans, it means the connection is still there, just in a different form. The lasting impact of the show. What Counting Cars accomplished goes beyond its runtime. It introduced a wide audience to the world of car restoration, making it accessible and entertaining. It also highlighted the value of craftsmanship, showing that transformation takes time, skill, and creativity. For many viewers, it sparked an interest in cars they might not have had before. That influence doesn't disappear just because the show ended. Its episodes continued to be watched, shared, and discussed. More importantly, it demonstrated how a niche passion can become something widely appreciated. The combination of storytelling and real-world skill created a formula that resonated with people. Even without new seasons, that legacy remains intact. It's a reminder that the impact of a show isn't measured focused by how long it airs, but by how it connects with its audience. Separating fact from hype. In the end, the idea of a horrifying discovery shutting everything down doesn't hold up when you look at the facts. What happened with counting cars is a lot more straightforward. There were challenges, changes, and eventually a decision not to continue producing new episodes. That's not as dramatic as rumors suggest, but it's far more realistic. Stories often become exaggerated as they spread, especially when people are trying to make sense of something they care about. The key is to separate what's confirmed from what's assumed. In this case, the truth is simpler. The show had a successful run, faced some typical industry challenges, and eventually came to a natural pause. And while fans may still hope for a comeback someday, its story as a television series has already been fully told.